side. Hold up, come and catch this vibe. Come catch this vibe. It's what you play in your ride. Stuff a wood with a 3-5. Then you go live. Fuck how they feeling inside. I do this shit for my guys. Free all of mine. Talked to Lil' Bro the other day. He told me he doing fine. But watch how I slide. Cause niggas see you on the grind. And they'll poke you with the iron. I told him I know that. Niggas know that I blow that. Keep a cannon out of Kodak. You oughta know that. I'm getting high with a dope at. Keep a wood at my notepad. Pull up where the smoke at. I wish I could get my bros back. I leave my bitch with a broke back when she wanna know that. But lately I've been
to see if he'll move on. I feel like even not myself, I am his clone. I cannot slay, cannot write none of my songs. I cannot sing, busy trying to right his wrongs. I lost myself, looking for somebody else. I lost my will, hoping the last one out his dead. I'm built like Ford, I'm a rider to the death. I'm built like glass, I'm hanging on by a thread. This girl, bitter like wine in the bottom of the glass. I wonder if I should wait, see how long it lasts. Debating if this moment leaves us in the past. I spin around and around inside my head. This girl. I'm my husband, it ain't hard to dump no clip in you. I know hella niggas if I need someone to give it to. Stand here and look salty before I let you give me grace of you. My pain up for pay-per-view. Used to get it crooked, now seems I just want my paper true. Dead end jobs, I work so hard and I spend all my pay on you. Never seen you work so hard at Xing off the way I do. I save all our money, you take that and buy a zipping food. I stand here salty before I let you give me grace of you. All of my mistakes I don't regret, I've learned a thing or two. Can't invite my friends cause I don't know what you gon' try and do. Always round your friends, and I'm trusted in my brothers too. Accuse me, yeah, you tried it. Without the proof, it's dry ass. All you have, I supplied it or multiplied it. You subtract and take shit back, baby, and that's why we divided. Say I throw shit in your face, but really it's just I can't hide it. My fault for wanting loyalty, not knowing you can't buy it. Lying is hereditary, not far from the tree is scary. Call your sisters and your cousins, tell them that you mad you married. Mad that I always been true, mad that I'm just not like you. Mad that I can drop a dusty honey, trying to hold me back from you. Because I put it in a song G. Well guess what nigga, I stand here salty for I let you give me grace of you. My pain up for pay-per-view.
Am I supposed to talk now? Sure. Are we on? Yeah. This is really cool. And why is this my last one where I'm acting as if I don't have any intro experience?
Is it a guest today?
No, it's a mashup. Quit playing. Welcome to What's in It for the Black People Media. This is Minding Our Black-Owned Business with Keeping It Rilla. So we're going to mind our Black-owned business, keeping it Rilla.
And we're going to figure out how to do this together.
Yes, and we're like, this is very entrepreneurial because you have to be the board op and the host.
Yeah, I got to run back and forth today, y'all.
Which is amazing practice when it comes down to, like, startup and doing your own stuff and having to take out the trash and pay the bills and do all this stuff. So I'm excited to do this
Perfect
with
way
you.
to start minding our own black business because I am an entrepreneur and I do plan on having my own business.
Yes. Which is cool.
I am learning a lot about managing working at the station because you have to learn how to manage. I'm learning that you have to learn how to manage your damn self before you can manage somebody else.
That's key. Like, real talk, that's key, right?
You got to have some discipline. You got to discipline yourself. You got to know when to say no. You can't kick it as much. It's a lot of stuff that goes into being a boss. It's a lot of early mornings and late nights.
Yeah, I think I think, but you're really feeling it this week because you're doing the early morning thing. And I just think that's just ungodly hours. It's ungodly hours. Like, I get it. Like, I'm feeling and you feel like your day is done really right now, right? Kind of.
Yeah, I feel like in about 2 or 3 more hours, I'm going to be exhausted.
Yeah. Or you just need a midday nap.
I'm getting to the point now where I love naps.
Yes.
And I feel like an old person.
It's a balance to the naps, though. You have to nap at the right time. You cannot take longer than you need to of a nap. Otherwise, you're asleep for the rest of the day.
It'd be one of those naps where you wake up and you think it's the next day. Like, oh.
Yeah. So, but wait. So, did we do all of our proper intros? Like, while you always are trying to produce me on the other end, did we do everything properly? Does everybody know your name?
What's going on, y'all? My name is Rilla, a.k.a. Ron Rilla, a.k.a. Lil Ron, a.k.a. Nephew Ron.
You got to take – I'm Tenille Jackson.
All of names.
Yeah, I'm Tenille Jackson, chilling. It's the last of the quarter, so I'm definitely in, like, cleanup mode, get ready for second quarter, all that good stuff. And
spring cleaning coming up, huh?
I've been cleaning in the office just now. I didn't realize that when Maze kept talking about Maze kept talking about these banker's boxes and cleaning up. Did you know it was him telling me to clean up my stuff and get it out of here?
Oh, he made the boxes for you.
Those are when I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm doing what I would normally do, which is get everything all organized for the businesses and stuff like that. And he kept talking about the banker's boxes and looking deeply into my eyes. And I was like, yeah, I got it. And then Mary's like, I'll do it. And I was like, no, I got it. But I'm thinking it's his stuff. It's my stuff out there. That is ridiculous. I am like, so I'm all cleaning up. Yeah, Mary, where are you going? I can't say a word.
Blast.
Either way, thank you all for tuning.
Either
way, thank you all for tuning in to this wonderful mashup that we essentially hope will be one of many more. And Ron, you're still technically, so just to kind of loop you in, has your show been approved or were you a pop-up show? Because the way I felt, if I didn't like you, I'd have been in my feelings. Let's be clear. If I didn't like you, I'd have been in my feelings about your whole graphic, because your whole graphic literally said Tuesdays at noon. Tuesdays. I'm like, I'm sorry. When did that not become my time slot unofficially?
That's the
officially. Yeah, Ron Gangster this Tuesdays at noon. And I hope you keep this time slot, though. I think you're going to do great. I tuned into your show last week. And I just think you just need to, flex a little more and talk a little more and get rid of that little, as you grow into your
It's a nervousness.
I got that part. Like, well, come on now. Everybody gets the nerves, so that's neither here nor there. But I want you to, as you are growing, I'm very proud of you. And for those that know me, like, I love millennials. I have a squad of you guys. Like, when you're hard workers, I really try to zero in and just really embrace and nurture and all that good stuff. So, one, I was happy that you and Mary last week were able to step in for me because I got a lot of stuff going on. And then, two, I just wanted to do this mashup with you just because I think it's good and I'm not going to talk as much as Maze. And I'm going to give you a chance to talk. And I see you got notes and stuff, so I'm very excited about that.
Just a few talking points.
And I think this is a good, this is us, right? This is the spirit of Wiftable Media, the spirit of just
family. It's all family in here.
Yeah, so it's going to be like I don't know. I don't have like like my little cousin. But again, as you mature into your, my biggest advice for you, just as I've been listening, as you mature into your management style, lose that little part because you're never going to get respect as it relates to just being, when you say something like, oh, that's Lil Ron. So you got to, there's a part of me.
Tell your brother that.
But I got you. You see how I am. You see how that last debacle. I am very protective of my people. After we sat down and we talked and, I was like, okay, he's going somewhere and he needs to grow and mature and all the other stuff. Then I got to go into protective mode because I want to see you shine and I want to see you grow, but they got to stop calling you Lil Ron.
Yeah, because I don't want to be out and people like, hey, there go Lil Ron.
There you go.
It's not Lil Ron.
Yeah, there you go.
It's Lil Ron or Ron.
My nickname,
Rilla.
Before Maze had kids, my nickname was Lil Maze. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Nah. And then as I'm 42 now, so I can, be my own person and all that stuff.
As you can see, we already got, you see James in the comments talking about Maze Jr., Maze Jackson Jr. Yeah,
maybe I think he's talking about you though.
Me.
There you go. Very good.
So let's not do that. It's Ron Rilla, y'all.
You got to stand up and just take ownership of but it comes in time. So I'm excited. So Ron, what you got for us today on the mashup?
So before we get into the mashup, I do want to celebrate because I did have the most views last week. My show had the most views.
Say it with your chest, though.
Besides the Maze Jackson page, because Maze Jackson show does have 2 pages, y'all. But
Speak on it.
everybody else, I blew out the water.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
You had
y'all.
last time I checked, it was like 600 something.
Yeah, it's like 700 right now.
Very good. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah,
very proud of you.
Come holler at me, y'all. It's Wiz, the Bigs.
What's your hope for the show? Before you start talking, what's your hope for your show?
No, actually, because let me squash that now, because I do not want to be in competition with none of y'all.
Why?
I just want to do my show.
Wait, okay, Ron, let's talk about.
Let me stop now.
Ron, let's talk about this. You can't say it and then take it back. Say it and stand on it. Like if you're confident in that 700 number, then you got to say it. Stand on it.
I'm proud of my numbers.
And then tell them to keep coming at you. I mean,
but don't come in my head though.
We between me and Don, we got your back, and Mary, all three of us got your back.
Hey, the family do be having my back too. Y'all be on there.
And you want to? What's your hope for your show? What's your hope for your show?
My hope is just that it continues to grow. I would like to expand the hours. If I stay on the network, I would like to go to 2 hours.
Okay. So let's put all the metrics aside, because for me, even as a digital strategist, one of the things that I get the spirit of competition, and I love the spirit of competition. But when I came into the show, with some very selfish purposes and some collective purposes, filling a need for conversations that I felt were needed, right? So we had parenting. We needed to talk about that in the pandemic. Pandemic's over, so that show's gone. I wanted to celebrate and highlight my group, right, and kind of put some amplification on that. And then from a business standpoint, I wanted to make sure during a pandemic that my voice was kind of top of mind, and that I was giving other people an opportunity to amplify and to share what they've got going on. And I can stand here literally at the end of the quarter and say, one, Facebook just accepted me into a very private thing for my group. So I'm going to join I just got the email literally a couple minutes ago, which is why I don't know, Learning Lab, Facebook Learning Lab, it's invite only. And it is for people who manage large groups. And then Facebook is going to pour into me and to teach me and train me and give me some more leadership and tools, right?
I know.
And then for the Mom Squad, same thing. Kind of got the award for the women's thing. That comes tonight.
See,
if I
was on the other side, I'd be hitting that applause button.
Yeah, but when I ask you, what's your goal? Yes, you want people to listen. Yes, you want to be better than other people, but have something else that you want to get out of it.
I kind of just wanted to create a space for millennials' opinions, because we have all of these shows, but we don't really have a show where like a millennial is giving their opinion on what's going on in the world, like media and entertainment and politics and news.
Good.
And that's what I want to bring to the table. I want to amplify the voice of the millennials.
There you go.
And if I can, teach us something.
Very good.
Yeah.
You got to get Doma T on your show. You know Doma T, Pongo?
Yeah, I do.
Get Doma T on. Yeah.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. 'Cause, we actually had him on one of the shows.
I know.
A while
but
back.
let's get him back
Let's
so it's
get
done
him back.
properly.
Doma T. And
Doma T. I am the president of his fan club.
And I think I know somebody who knows him.
Who? Like me? I am the president of his fan club.
Like the real fan club?
Yes. What? Doma T Pongo? Yes. That's my friend.
Look,
now I want to sound like you, Don. That's my friend. That's my friend. So, Ron, you've got notes. You want to dig in?
Okay, yeah, we can dig in.
All right, what you got?
Let's start with the first thing on the agenda with the Lil Nas X thing. And I just want to talk about it so we can dead it, because I don't want it to be something that's persistent. Because the more we shed light on it, the more we give attention to it. So I want to get into it and get out of it.
Okay.
And for everybody out there, I do not approve of the video. I do not approve of the message. I do not approve of what he has going on. I really don't. I really don't approve of it. I don't condone it, but I do like to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
And this whole cancel culture and trying to cancel him is retarded to me.
Why?
Because it's like, one of these rappers said it from the beginning. Old Town Road was trash. And Old Town Road was also, it conveyed the same messages in it.
So that was dropped in the Mom Squad today, that apparently Old Town Road is talking about him being on lean.
It's about adultery and drugs.
Yeah.
It starts off, lean all in my bladder, riding on my tractor, cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her.
And Every little 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 10-year-old singing
Love
it
that
with
song.
their mamas.
But we
Why?
have people on Facebook like, how can Nas put out this song Old Town Road, this friendly song Old Town Road, and then switch it up to this devil worship? And I'm like,
devil is always friendly.
but it's like Old Town Road was not even a kid-friendly song. It just had a kid-friendly melody. And that's and with millennials, especially in our society, we get hooked to the melodies and the choruses, and we miss the whole message of what's even being said in the songs from the jump.
I think everybody does.
Dave East said from the beginning, man, Old Town Road is trash, but that is the best-selling song in the world right now. Like the highest selling song ever, and he starts off the song literally saying, "Lean all in my bladder. Cheated on my baby." You can go and ask him.
We all know we don't, as black people, we make up our own words because ain't nobody. First of all, I only look up lyrics if it's deep or if music is my love language and I'm trying to convey something to someone or whatever. But if it's just a song that happens to be a good song you can skate to or bop your head to or do whatever, add
really
to your
matter,
playlist.
right?
Well, now it does to me. Now it does to me. Somebody gave my daughter a song to play in band, and the lyrics weren't proper, right? But they said the lyrics didn't matter because it was just instrumental. But as a parent, I took the deep dive, but it was because the title irritated me, right? But I don't think as a parent I would have taken a deep dive on the lyric. The name of the song was Dance Monkey.
Oh.
Right? So then that triggered me just in general because what we're not going to do is that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we ain't going to do.
What we're not going to do. And then but then when I read the lyrics, then I was like, oh my goodness. But I think if we take a deep dive in a lot of the songs that we just kind of let our children listen to, even from a millennial standpoint, because here's the other thing. Millennials have kids, right? Yeah. So you guys are not outside of the parenting conversation. But now I think it's even that much more important for everyone to pay attention to the lyrics and what is happening. And I'm like you. I knew the Lil Nas X thing was trending. I balanced the whole I need to pay attention. And I watched the video for, I'm honestly, maybe 60 seconds. Because then I don't like anything satanic. I don't like people talking about dead people. I don't like them calling. I feel like you can call things upon yourself. Yeah. And you can call them.
I believe in spirits.
Yeah. So that whole thing. So what's the next thing on your list?
Well, I want...
Well, what, you're not done with Lil Nas X?
No, because they got the Nikes out, and people are like, how could Nike dare, be behind this? Nike does not endorse it, and right now Nike is seeking a lawsuit. For everybody out there who think like, oh, Nike, how could you be down with that? Nike does not endorse these. These are
but they show ain't
it's
passing
666 pair that he bought and customized himself. So they're not endorsed by Nike.
Okay.
So, yeah, just let everybody know Nike is not representing.
But Nike sure is not passing around this freak, again, more news media. They're not saying don't talk about us. They're just saying they're not endorsing it, which is just amplifying the story because now it keeps it in the news cycle an extra day so that we can now have the balance and conversation about, right? Nike is not, and we do not. But yet it...
Yeah, but our culture council, we have to do better with how we pick and choose.
Agree. Because
when something... homophobic, gay, or satanic comes out, now everybody got a big problem. But when it's talking about degrading our women or killing, it's cool. It's true. It's cool. We could talk about that all day. We could rap the lyrics to top of our lungs, play loud. But soon as that, he's talking about some gay stuff, or he's talking about some satanic. Now we want to cancel him. Get him. Cancel all of that, all the trash. If we go cancel trash.
Mary is over here. Faye ended up with her healthiness because she's building her summer body here in the spring. Yeah, whatever.
I need to get on my summer body too. Man.
Whatever.
It's that time.
Yes, it is.
What you got for summer body?
What do I want for summer body?
You have fitness on your thing.
Do I got fitness on
there? Yeah. What you doing for your summer body, Ron?
I have a fitness coach. So
what is that?
Just somebody who tells you what to do.
Stop it. Someone and you do it? Someone you respect enough to do what they say?
You have to admire them in order to do it. So you have to have some respect because if you don't, you're not going to do it.
Well, I'm getting braids this week because it's time to, I took a break. I'm all natural on my hair. And so now it's time to get the braids back so that I can go back to doing my 4 miles and I went skating last night. So that was good. So
I want to get into that.
Skating, roller skating, 4 miles of walking. But I can't do it unless I get some braids and do all that stuff. So I don't want to be the black woman that makes the excuses why I have gained 20 additional pounds that I lost because my hair needs to stay done. So I am, well, it's true though, right? Like as soon as I took the braids out, I had braids in for a year. And as soon as I took the braids out, then I kind of had to slow down. Otherwise, I come into the station looking like this. And then somebody's going to be in my inbox talking about let me suggest a beautician to you. So that way you can, and I don't need that. I got it. I understand what I need. Shout out to Hannah, which I did not go to see her this morning because I'm going to get braids. Because I have to work out. Fitness. All right, keeping it Rilla. What's next?
It's all fitness, and with the media, that's what we all been talking about.
Really?
Yeah. It seems like everybody on their dieting, everybody on their working out. You got two riding this bike. You got Herb doing the diet. You got Sadiq doing a plant-based April.
Mine is like a lifestyle thing, though. Right? Like, I think it's more of I don't believe in dieting because I've tried them and they don't work. I just think I saw success and results if anybody saw me pictures a year ago, I was 30 pounds more than what I am today. So that's all. No, don't pull them up, though. You don't no.
I want to see.
No, that's not. But no, I had a walking buddy and we walked and that's what we did. And I walked and then I bought a treadmill that I didn't use. So, yeah. Come on, keeping it real.
Treadmills in the crib. Okay. All right, bet. So that leads us into my next topic. We could talk about this meal prepping because that was on my list. Do you meal prep?
Absolutely not. No.
I just started though this week.
No.
Why? But you said fitness is life.
I said it's a life. I'm trying to go for a lifestyle. First of all, I said I'm not dieting because I know me. And it's a lifestyle adjustment. And I prefer to do the lifestyle adjustment that includes cardio. Again, I went skating last night at Lombard. It was amazing. I had a great time.
I want to go
I will
skating.
start walking. Do you skate?
I know how to skate. But I don't know how to do like the tricks. I can't go backwards.
I can't go backwards. I can't do the tricks. Like I would have been at the rink right now if I didn't feel obligated to be here because I would have snuck in another session at that Tuesday morning session.
I don't want to go and wear those brown skates. Before I go back skating, I have to go buy me some skates.
Yeah, I got real skates with the reels. I got bones. I got
And
I
my
got
little brother, like he's a real skater, and he got like a $500, $600 pair. And you're like, man, you gonna have to spend some money on some skates. I didn't know it was that serious.
Oh, it's serious because you do look. I mean, because it is a thing. It's a thing.
It's definitely a thing when you out there with them brown skates on, and everybody got their black ones with their color shoestrings or color wheels. See,
and I had my purple. I had my matching purple socks on yesterday and my black skating pants. I skate on Mondays at Lombard.
I gotta go hard.
You ever been to Markham skating rink?
I do. I've been everywhere. I've been to all of them. Every skating rink has a culture that's a little bit different, and so and the sessions are a little bit different with the culture. So I'm trying to find my right fit that is close in proximity to me that kind of makes some sense. I still try to parent properly, so I don't like to be out in these streets and stuff like that. But yeah.
Yeah, but I meal prep for the first time at the beginning of this week.
What did you prepare?
Chicken salads.
That sounds gross.
Whoa.
I don't like things that are supposed to be hot and things that are cold. That's gross.
Mixed together?
No. Why are we doing that?
It depends on the sauce, huh?
Where's your carbs?
I brought the wraps so I could put it in the wrap, make a chicken wrap.
How many meals today?
3. I'm still doing 3.
Only 3 meals?
See, I don't know how this works. I thought 3 was. Listen, I thought it's
Be
open.
on the mic.
It's not on.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, talk. Just talk, Mary.
I
I thought you were part of keeping it real anyway. Put yourself in the mic. Put
She
yourself
is
in
my
the mic.
that the mic
co-host.
was on. I was busy eating yogurt.
Yeah, she is my co-host.
Yeah.
Thank you. So how many meals? 3 meals?
Yeah.
Do you know how many calories you got to get in a day?
No, see, don't have me get the line. I have to go ask
You started this week.
with the meal prepping.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like a drug deal. I feel like I was back in the trap.
Yeah, because you got the you got
I
to
feel like I was back in my
So
trap
how
days.
much
I was in there bagging.
you got to.
I don't know anything that you speak of.
Hey, y'all. For those who know about the trap, I was in there bagging up. I had the baggies.
I bag it up. You do kind of feel like a.
I had the baggies, and I'm steady feeling.
Ron, wait until you get. Wait, so you have the
I'm
scale.
putting this green in these sandwich bags.
So you have the scale. Do you have a scale?
I have a scale. I ain't use it yesterday. I didn't use it to meal prep.
So now I use a scale
Okay.
with the baggies. on a Sunday, and it really is like a big old pile of food.
I had my
and just-
music
Here's-
going.
Here's my thing. I just feel as if, what if I don't want that on day 2? Like, I'm not prepping. What I feel like what I
Discipline.
want to eat on a Sunday is not what I want to eat on a Wednesday.
I think, but that's what discipline is,
Discipline.
though.
Nah, well,
Because
I
you gotta-
But
discipline
you're
another
going, you're going
good.
really, really hardcore. So if you were like, you can switch it up. There's nothing wrong with switching it up. Matter of fact, I'm talking to Sadiq now about switching it up because I eat a lot of meat, right? And a lot of meat is a part of my prep diet when I'm doing prep diets. So he's like, okay, we're going to do all plant-based, no meat April. So I'm curious to see what this is going to be like. But yeah, you can switch it up now. If you're hardcore and you're a bodybuilder, I know bodybuilders, and I had a little taste of that back in the day. If you're a bodybuilder, then you just suck it up. I have no problem.
Mary, you got to see the picture. She was a bodybuilder for real.
Just
I believe her. Mary looks different every single time. Like, Mary, you look cute. I mean, I always mean to tell Mary, you look cute today because you always look different. So I always feel like I need to compliment each look to make sure she knows each look is great. Yeah. Yeah.
Pics.
But
She look
yeah,
like,
body-
she look like
body-
G.I. Jane.
it gets serious. It gets really serious. Now, I ain't no
It's not bad though. I'm attracted to fit women.
But how
I think
we-
most men are attracted to fit women, right?
No.
No.
Oh, really?
no.
There's a lot
Oh.
of chubby
And they're
chasers
not
out there.
attracted to fit women that take drugs. So
Oh.
that's a like
Kinda
you know, like the
drugs.
ones that, you know,
Oh, like
swole
steroids.
up, swole
Yeah,
up.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Looking like a man.
I don't
Looking
need
like-
swole.
Looking masculine.
The masculine.
I do like fit female, but they can't be swole.
Got well, look a little
More swole than you or swole? Like can they be swole? Like, do you have to be bigger than her?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay.
And that was small. Look, she can be toned. Like, I like the cuts, not the size. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have the abs and the cuts without having the muscle. It's possible.
So how many times do you work out a week with that
5 times a week.
5 times a week?
You
Tenille,
work
how-
out
I have
wait,
to.
Wait, what?
How many times you work out a week?
How many times am I once I get my braids in my
Yes,
hair? I'm
yes,
gonna do
come on,
5.
braids.
I'm gonna do 5 days a week.
5 days a week walking?
It'll be a mixture of stuff. So typically it's walking, but like I do count my skating. I love skating. So like I do count that session as a whole cardio workout.
let me
Yeah.
Tiring.
So
Yeah, I love
if we are not more fit and more fly in the next 3 months, you guys got to hold us to it.
I was gonna say that because with all of this talk going around,
I'ma do mine.
in 3 months.
Oh, is that a
Some
are
people
you-
better be.
is
Some
that
people
a-
in here better
is
be
that
looking
a
different.
challenge?
Yeah, I'm gonna do mine.
A lot of
Again,
people in here
have you,
better
did
be
you see
looking
me a year
different.
ago?
Do we need? I have pictures in my phone of like my size 26. I have pictures in my phone of like
You were
my size.
you were size 26?
a straight up size 26.
In what year? How old were you?
I was like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Okay.
18,
Okay. Do you
cut-
feel
26.
Do you
Cut it.
feel different?
Eat the ball.
Do you feel different?
Yeah, you're more energized. You're not carrying so much, but there's a whole,
It's a thing, right?
it's a thing because a lot of times you're not carrying weight, you're carrying life.
yeah.
So you got to be careful. You
Yeah.
got to be careful with all of that.
That's
Be
true.
more careful.
That's
Yes.
true. That's very true.
Yeah.
All right.
So we gotta do before pictures around here.
we
Yeah,
should.
I
Why
gotta-
don't you take the lead on that?
Okay.
Why don't you second quarter starts Thursday, and why don't we just make it a quarterly thing and see what happens? Because I am not all about the Sadiq lifestyle. Matter of fact,
Me
I sent him a picture of him 20 years ago in our office eating a bunch of food one night the other day, and he was just like, "Really?" Because I am that friend. We have that type of relationship. Because I'm also very proud of him. I know that it was, especially when you start getting older, it's your blood pressure, it's that kind of stuff.
So he was.
What did I just
he was
Sadiq? Sadiq?
big?
Yeah, he was big.
Come
Sadiq,
on.
we need pictures, fam.
Oh,
I
got
need-
on.
it. I got it in my phone. You want to see
Yes,
it?
I wanna
yes.
see it.
Oh, no problem.
Show
Say no
us.
more. Say no more.
Sadiq, I'm sorry, bro. We gotta
Show
see these.
us.
We gotta see these.
But I
pictures.
think that the pictures speak to the part where I want you all, when I show you the pictures, we can giggle, of course. But I think we should, it's more so that he's maintained.
Yeah, we can't.
it.
It's like we can talk
Yeah.
stuff because
And so while he's encouraging everybody to do and kind of participate in his lifestyle, I like the picture because it is one of those things where he has literally maintained it and kept it up,
It's a
which I think is a big deal.
reality.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
I like eggs and I like cheese and I'm not going to eat cheese alike and I'm not going to eat meat alike.
I love eggs.
Yeah, like I'm
I
not
eat
doing that.
eggs.
It's
I
not
eat
my
a lot of
thing.
eggs.
I had to cut the cheese out. It was so hard, man, because ain't nothing better than cheese eggs.
Man, what kind?
Oh
wait,
my
let me
God.
judge you because I worked at Peaches all weekend. I've been playing Expediter.
my
Oh my gosh, I've been working in the back of the house with my fabulous team. I judge everyone with American cheese. So what is your cheese?
I was going to say, it's got to be pepper jack or American.
Pepper Jack or American?
Did you say American
He
cheese?
did.
What about
You're
provolone?
canceled.
He
You're
It's
canceled.
cheese. It's eggs. What
What
kind
about
of cheese?
what about Munster?
You do
What kind of
realize
cheese are you, what other kind of cheese would you put on eggs?
cheddar,
Cheddar cheese.
Okay, that
feta,
works.
Monterey Jack.
Gouda, provolone,
Provolone.
Swiss.
Cheddar. I
I
mess
mean,
with cheddar.
I just feel like when we're again, and I do, and I tell my customers, I judge you based on that American cheese. Somebody asked for some shrimp and
from
grits with
South
American
side.
cheese
I'm
laid on
from
top
the
of
American
it.
cheese is plastic.
Well, American cheese is American cheese,
We
and
didn't
I
have
get
cheddar
it.
cheese.
So, and then they also say that, we're being bossed and told to break. So we're gonna
Ew,
break.
breaking.
Yes, we're gonna break, and we'll come back. This is our mashup with minding our black-owned business.
And keeping it Rilla.
All right.
WIIFTBPN.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Everybody's talking about the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish. Place your order today for a delicious meal. The chicken and fish are fried to perfection, featuring a wide variety of catfish, perch, tilapia, whiting, and shrimp. Now it's your turn to see what everybody's talking about. It's the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, Chicago's newest spot for delicious meals. Stop by at 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop, or get contactless delivery from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates. For more info, call 773-807-9010, 773-807-9010. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish is open just in time for lunch, or take it to the house for a delicious dinner. It's Chicago's new spot for perfectly fried chicken and fish. Don't wait any longer. Try it today. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish.
Hey yo, Ren, turn that up. You know, same old church. Jump in a whip just to take me a ride. Roll up just to ease my mind. Remember them nights, them that lost my life. Ain't been the same since bro them died. Jump in the whip just to take me a ride. Hold up just to ease my mind. Bad bitch and she on the passenger side. Hold up, come and catch this vibe. Jump in the whip just to take me a ride. Roll up just to ease my mind. Remember them nights, them that lost my life. Ain't been the same since bro them died. And the whip just to take me a ride. Hold up just to ease my mind. Bad bitch and she on the passenger side. Hold up, come and catch this vibe. They come catch this vibe. It's what you play in your ride. Stuff a wood with a 3-5.
This is you telling me to talk. So in all these my 2 seasons and shows, I'm not really good at the sign language thing. You gotta blink, you gotta whatever. So apparently we're back. Thank you all for being tuned in to What's in It for the Black People Media. We have a mashup. This is technically Ron's second interview. His first interview was last week, second week. Maze, I told him, I said if I didn't like him, I'd be in my feelings because he just literally made a graphic that just took over Tuesdays at noon, of which the new lineup has not even been shared yet. So I'm not sure exactly how that works.
I'm not even sure we have a new lineup yet.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, we do know this is my last day, though.
Optimistic people be friendly.
No, we don't.
Yeah. No, not for
You
real.
gonna
But
learn
you
today.
know, I close out. Wait, we can't talk over each other. That's just the closing out the season. Yeah, no, I'm not. But you know how I am. Close out the season, quarter 2.
I don't want dude to think though that this is his slot.
That's what I
Dang,
don't want him to
dude.
do either. First of all,
Dude.
we talked about respect. Say it with your chest, Ron. Go ahead. I'm
Dang,
right
my
here.
name
Say
is
it with your chest.
Ron
Thank you.
Rilla.
Say it with your chest. Yes. So,
Dude.
Okay,
Yes.
dude, you can say it to who you want.
Right.
Like, let me say this. And I don't mean this in any negative way. You get probably more of my time investment than anybody here. And as it relates to the dudes and the hazing and all of that stuff, I'm going to, again, refer you to Erica Swilly, who now is the vice president of community relations for the Detroit Pistons.
Turn up.
And she sat right there, and she used to be like, that dude's an asshole. He didn't, and all I
We
really...
don't curse on my shows.
Okay. That dude's a jerk. But she used asshole. And 100% since we've had that conversation, I want to have an investment in your success. So that comes with the cost. And part of that cost is it's not going to be easy, and I'm not going to babysit you, and I'm not going to TT you, and I'm also not going to, but I'm also...
That ain't got nothing to do with a name calling, though. You don't have to do that to call out my name.
I didn't call you out your name. That's a sign of endearment or respect. Now, I can be like Ronald all day.
Hey.
And no, I can be Ron. And you can get all the name love you want, and then I can be like, okay, Ron, that's great, thank you.
Then you're gonna be in your feelings about how we say your name.
Ron. Hey, excuse me, Ron. Ron, is that what it says on you?
Look, I have no problem with it. It's my name. Right. My name is my name.
What is your name? LaRon or Ron?
LaRon is my middle name. So my name is Ron LaRon. My middle name is LaRon.
Don't tell nobody else that.
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool.
I like that, actually.
Of course you do. You think everything is cool coming over there.
Shout out to you.
You're right. I am positive.
Let us continue keeping it Rilla.
Yeah, my name is Ron LaRon. And I feel I done lost the subject.
We're going to talk about movies, then we're going to go into ghosts.
Oh, the movies I want to talk about. I want everybody to go see them just so I could talk about them.
You're not going to go see it? You got to go see it.
You have to go see it with me. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do this as a collective.
Are y'all low-key dating?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Because she let him get carjacked. She got out of the car and said, there's the keys.
She definitely did get out of the car. I came back like Mary.
I never got in the car.
Oh, you didn't get in there?
I don't remember that. I don't remember getting in. I remember about to get in, and
I hate these pranks, FYI. My business hat is like on.
I gave up.
My business hat is on. I don't even like hearing the stories. This is where Maze and I differ. I don't really care.
I gave
like
up.
We have a whole business and a whole company to run, and everybody's got goals, dreams, and aspirations, and it'll be that one something. So I have in my 40s. I'm quiet. If this was 20-year-old Tenille, y'all would just all be around here hating me, but we would be making a lot of money. So I stay in my whole space. I get it, but you guys need to. And it also goes to when we start talking about management, grinding, growing, there's a time and place. And one of the best pieces of advice that I could have gotten from one of my mentors, Robert Lang, was you don't get to mix. When you want to be a real boss, you don't get to stay at the party. You have to go, right? Because you have to, if you want to earn respect and get respect, when you start playing with people that eventually you're going to have to manage or dictate or say something to, it becomes very hard because now we've kikied and we ha-ha'd and we did all that stuff. And it's not easy to always just turn that switch off, and everybody doesn't make that switch. It's why Maze talks about me all the time, but there is a level of respect. Yes, he is my big brother. Yes, I could probably do a lot of what I want, but I respect the chain of command. I respect what's being built, and I respect the hierarchy and the authority that we have between each other so that we can keep that common goal, which is why I asked you, what's your goal for your show? It ain't about the likes, because if these likes aren't churning ad dollars, sponsorship dollars, or coming up with exactly what you need your show to do for you. Again, remember what I said. Had a goal in the beginning, second quarter, I am backing out because there is other stuff to do. So you've got to kind of keep that in mind while you're doing all this hee, ha, and all this stuff. And Maze turns it on. Maze turns it on and off a lot. He'll joke with you, but he'll turn it right back on, and you be like, boss, we was just joking. No, because now it's time to whatever. So I think those are just things you've got to keep in mind. Have your fun, do all that stuff, but just keep those things in mind as it relates to, because for as much as he always talks about the Erica Swillys of the world, Maze would lecture us literally every single hour up on the hour. We would not we would have to rewrite things 5-6 times. So a lot of times it's hard for me to watch Maze with you all, because you all aren't necessarily getting the absolute 100% best of Maze, because the 100% best of Maze is when you are getting the critiques that then you'll use a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road. So you have to keep that in mind. You've got to find your balance, and then you've got to take the opportunities that are being presented to you in such a way that they know that it's serious. Because here's the thing, for as much as, and I'm gonna kind of give you what Maze, before he even says it to you, one of the things I think that's important is he says, I don't want him to think this is his show, because you have a whole bunch of other responsibilities that have to get done. So before you start talking about this show that you want to do, essentially, let's talk about the promotion that you got, and then is everything done? And then
Sure. I mean, this show, this was sprung on me. You
Oh,
know
of
what I'm saying?
course. I appreciate you for the
This is not
show.
something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think you should keep your show, and I think it should be a pop-up show. That's my vote. I think that it should be one of those things that you should be ready. I think that's the cool thing of what we're building here. I think that it should be one of those things, because everybody isn't always going to be available to do stuff. And I think that you're going to always be the fresh lens, the fresh ears, the fresh eyes. We may not want to hear from you all the time because you have so many other skill sets that are going to help to build this business and make it grow. But in terms of popping up and you doing a show like this, I think I'm all for it, and you got my vote at the table for that.
yeah, and this is just part of a journey. As y'all know, when I came in there, like May said before, I came in telling y'all that I was already working on my own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm here to learn to carry on with me on my own.
Yes,
you know
and
what
on your
I'm
journey.
This is a stop in the journey.
You know, I work with your age group all the time. I love your age group, and I always love when you guys throw back to my own thing. I love it, because I think that even in life, regardless of when it's your own, you still need people. And I always respect the millennials that get the part where you forever need someone. I jump up and down all the time, and I say, I got my own business, and I do my own stuff. And I pay my own bills, and I do all this. But if I need something, I've got an army of people that I can call upon across the country to do what I need to do. Yeah. So I like to grab onto you guys at this age and space that you're in, so that you understand, yes, there's the my own, but then there's also, you're never really on your own. And there's always got to be somebody that's, I don't know if you remember when I was talking, when Anita Jeans was here, and I was talking about how I was listening to podcasts where the white people were like, we have sponsors, and they make sure that I get the jobs that I need, and they make sure that we do all that. I want to see more of that within our community as we are talking about minding our Black-owned business, and as we talk about parenting in a pandemic, and we talk about keeping it Rilla. I think one of the things that's super important is that our children need to know that they've got a network, that when they come home from school, Destiny, if Destiny decides to come back, Destiny is somebody that is a daughter of one of Maze's frat brothers, and she needed a job a couple years ago. We gave her a job. But now if she decides to come back, even though she wants to be a doctor, we have an amazing opportunity for her that I cannot talk about. But if she comes back, and I want to see us do more of that. Same with you. Mm-hmm. I heard you when you said what you wanted to do. When you and I talked that Saturday, I heard everything you said. And trust me, all of that's in the back of my mind. It's in the forefront of my mind. And I want to see you get there. And Maze wants to see you get there. So it's never not negating my own. But it is respect. And I always make sure that I want to let you all know in this age that there's honor in joining a team, and there's honor in being affiliated with something else as you plan your own path as you're doing it.
I want to jump in on that. One of the challenges I have, and probably why most people don't get nowadays a lot from me, from that space, is because I think there is a lack of willingness to listen, learn. There's like a lack of value for experience. And so again, like everything that I probably talk about is based in reality, right? Like it's like the getting up at 5 and having to work 12 hours and saying, man, it's not because I'm hazing you. It is people look at the finished product. Right? And when you talk about the journey, oftentimes the journey is filled with things that we didn't want to or think we could necessarily do, or we thought that it was for someone's health, right? And I would tell you that when we first started Maze Jack, we had I don't think they were millennials at the time. They might have been millennials.
We're all Gen X.
Okay.
We're all Gen X.
But I like the secondary mission of my company was to teach basic job skills to at-risk youth. And I would be honest with you and say that I have not attempted to pour into anyone since that time. And I am leery to do so. And I'm also like, and like sometimes I think, like Ruthie will be like, man, you hazing. Or you always want somebody to do, and I don't necessarily feel like it's hazing. It's tempering you for the real world, for understanding that you got to make payroll, right? Like you got to there's things it's not always as easy. And I think the challenge now, especially with the smartphone and with the instant access, is that oftentimes, and I don't want to be like the intergenerational stick in the mud, which is why I kind of stay in my own little bubble. I don't try to pour into people too much. Is because it's tough to know how to win and want to see a victory in somebody, but know that the path isn't kind of the way that you thought it was. And so I would tell you that just for me, in a short amount of time, I would say that between you and Herb, right, in the last 15 years, are literally the only two people that I have poured or tried to share my business acumen with outside of my sister. As a matter of fact, I stopped working with companies and people and with our youth, and not necessarily our youth, but trying to pour into people for the frustration of always being misunderstood as, man, this dude is like, everybody like that nigga got a Porsche, but it's like, yo, I'm 50, right? Like I'm 50 and I had to go through a whole bunch of different things. And yes, I have skills, but they had to be honed over years, right? And so how Tenille and I, like we have an understanding, right? It's like she knows my strengths, I know my weaknesses, and vice versa. And we've learned these things. And like I tell my kids, which you're not my kids, so I have to learn to shut the fuck up. Excuse my language.
We do not curse on minding our black-owned business.
That's because we keeping it Rilla.
But I
have to learn that I can't want more for you than you. I see in people, and I be like, hey, let me give you what I got. Let me give you what I got. And people be like, and yeah, it ain't sexy that the way I got it, and yeah, but let me give you everything I got. And people be like, hey, dog, yeah. And so I would just tell you that no one gets rich necessarily from the business that they've never worked in. They might have all the skills, but if you ain't got no relationships and you ain't got no proven set of work that people can point to, it's like you one of a million people. And when I heard you talk about your LLC.
I don't want to get confused. I don't want people to get confused with my goals. Okay. Right? Because being rich is not something I care about. You know what I'm saying? Money itself is not even
rich. Is in where you make it though. Because I have wealth.
When you mean right, when you say rich, what do you mean?
I think when I talk of rich, it's what fulfills you realistically, right? Like so, rich to me, like rich. So economics is part of my idea of rich, right. But rich is being able to live the life that I want to live that makes me whole, right? It doesn't require $3 million. Well, mine probably does, but rich to me is living in a space where all of the things that I want to do that I can imagine with my mind, I have the ability to do.
And so, Ron, I want you to finish your thought on the part where you don't want it to be confused.
Yeah, because it's similar. It's similar to what he just said. My richness and what I value as richness is not in finances.
Okay.
And so my richness is just in fulfillment of my purpose and my goals. You know what I'm saying? I have a goal list that I actually wrote out about 11, 12 years ago that I'm still, and it's like a 50 list. So I'm still.
Hey, Ron.
Do you live alone?
No, I don't. I used to. I just recently moved in with my father.
But hey, Ron.
Okay.
That list is a great place to start. Can I tell you something? That list, if you're doing it right, you will have 20 more of those.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right?
But that's,
baby.
yeah, that's the
You
point.
will be crossing
So-
things off, and so
Yep.
part of what I want you to understand is like that list is what you understand and know now, and as you get those things on the list, you may have to do different things to attain them. And all I'm saying is there is no substitute for hard work, right? There just
Right on,
isn't,
Jack.
and you got to detest mediocrity, right? And so I think that all of those things forge you to be able to get to where you're trying to go. I'm through talking because this is your show.
Yeah, and you have to know, like, there is no substitute for hard work. That's for sure. But you have to also know and understand where you putting your hard work in. You know where you putting it at, and
That's a good
and make sure you putting it in the places that benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be busting your ass. There's no substitute for hard work, but when you working hard and it's not necessarily benefiting you, then you just wasting.
But
your time.
that's I disagree with that.
Yeah.
You gotta bust your ass. Here's what you. This is what if you choose to work at McDonald's, then you're doing the wrong thing. But if you're working
But that's
in
what
your
I'm just
industry,
saying. Yeah.
right? You can. But if you're working in
Yeah.
your industry,
For something
you
that
could
you
bust
believe
your
in.
ass, and it may not. It pays off because 5 years down the line, you have the skill set that allows someone to pay you. Right. So it's like a progression.
Yeah, it's not an immediate. And I think I have this conversation a lot too, that I think that we want to see the immediate. I think because social media mixes everyone and everyone's lifestyle sometimes, it may not kick in for another 10
Yeah, but
years.
what's the immediacy? And that depends on what's your immediate. What can you see immediately?
You gotta-
I'm not
I
one of those people who wants to see something immediately because
But
I
then-
don't
Which is
even
good.
I don't
think that
even know
speaks
what
to your character.
Yeah, because I don't even know what immediate would look like.
Yes, you do.
yeah, a paycheck.
Yes, you do.
A
Hell yeah,
paycheck.
you do. Yes, you do immediately. You want immediacy because at 3:00, if I didn't get you by 3:00, you be like,
I'm talking about as far as like life goes, like life, not
you
like
want to pay for your car, right?
That's immediate.
You want to have a mode of transportation so you can get to where you go. Not because of me. I'm not saying that at all.
we talking about success.
Yeah, do you don't have
Ryan,
success
can you
every
be
day?
success without a vehicle? If you get, I mean,
You can't.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying that it would add to your success as you start to take out obstacles. So if transportation to your next gig is an obstacle, then it hinders from your success, right? And so, yeah,
teach his own, right? So it depends. it all just depends on
millennials.
where you going and what you want to obtain.
Yes.
And
very much.
it all has to be structured around that. And if it doesn't fit into it, because there's some stuff that don't fit, and there's some stuff you do need to learn. But if it doesn't fit, don't waste your time.
I'm with you on that. I think that's when people say don't get a job that you don't work where you love, right? So it's not work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I
You
agree.
watching your own clock?
Am I watching my clock?
You-
Yeah, I see you. Yeah,
I
2 minutes.
was just
We
thinking
do
this
have
needs to
2
be
minutes
about a
left, so
2-hour, but that's not going to
So
happen.
we need to wrap up.
This was good though. I had fun with you. Yeah,
Totally.
keep going. What else you got? Or are we
so
wrapping?
look,
Are we wrapping?
the movie.
Okay, I do want to wrap. We do need to wrap, but can y'all please go see this movie so we can talk about it? Go see Kong versus Godzilla, because I got some theories on that movie.
Have the movies open
These
back
are
up?
all
Yes.
remakes, by the way. These are keep remaking.
I didn't like them the first time.
Keep remaking.
Godzilla
That's
and
about
Kong?
to be so diesel on a
Epic.
big screen with the whole.
Epic.
It's a fun time.
And I got some predictions. I think it's gonna be a sequel. I'm already predicting a sequel.
It's gonna. They're all just
duh.
remakes upon remakes.
Can I
upon
watch it at
remakes.
home?
Yes.
Yes, HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
Although these two need to be in the theater at the show because
You gotta
it's
watch this.
This is why
But,
you
but the
make.
theaters are open.
Depending on how big
You
your
go see
TV
it.
is.
Very
Depending on how big your TV is, you right.
Oh,
You right,
that's
Jack.
a shot.
You got it.
Pew,
pew, pew, pew.
You know he got the 80-inch shot.
Won't even fit on the wall.
Look.
Won't even fit on the wall.
That's
I got
beautiful.
a 28-inch TV.
Whatever.
3 of them, 328s strung together, man.
I love it.
Anything you want to say before we wrap up?
No, this has been fun. Ron, I will be watching your evolution. I am very excited about everything happening at Wiftable Media. I'm looking forward to closing out Q1 and getting into Q2. Mary, I'm very excited about you leading the journey on us with the health stuff. So send me something for the newsletter because it will be going out.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, and thank you guys. Thank you all, everybody. Like, just thank you, everybody, for consistently listening to us and tuning in and supporting everything that's going on. And send us your feedback on shows and stuff you want to see. But no, thank you all very much. I'm very, very excited about everything.
Yep. Share, like, comment. Keep
And keep minding everybody's black-owned business and find your supporters, mates. This is when you start bringing us the
keeping it
music.
real.
I'm blinking
You can't
3
keep it
times.
realer than me, but you can keep it real.
Really?
Hey.
Really?
With the wink. Both of y'all had some eye blinks going on. You had the double blink. You had the one.
Thank you,
flip
guys.
blink.
What's coming up next? Greener side of things?
Greener side of things.
The green side of
Oh,
things.
green side of things.
Deuces, y'all.
Someone would have told me you would come along.